morning. Today is 28th May. Today is molecular technique. Completed till today the miRNA, siRNA, CRISPR, cDNA, PCR, RFLP, chromosome walking, and FISH. miRNA and siRNA, they are in RNA, and thus they help to press down, stop the abnormal gene, the abnormal mRNA. No further disease progression. Identifying technique in which we can identify and edit the gene as per our requirement. cDNA is made from the mRNA, and in the form of cDNA we can preserve the, so we can make the cDNA library. Other are the genomic library. Genomic library is made up of the gene. The next one is PCR. PCR is polymerase chain reaction. You can get the 2 raised to 25, 2 raised to 40, the number of copies of the particular gene in a short time. There are number of PCR technique. They are the RT-PCR, reverse transcriptase PCR, real-time PCR. The main one, I have already given you the lesson regarding how the COVID-19 is identified by which technique. Then it is identified in laboratory with the real-time PCR. In a real-time PCR from a patient's either nose or from a throat, we get the mRNA sample, and that RNA is multiplied in a real time, and according to real time we can get also the viral load also. Okay, so that at the end there are 2 raised to 40 copies, even if there are 1000 gene, 5000 gene or 10,000 gene. But when they are multiplying, we get it in a real-time PCR. So real-time PCR everyone should know, as it is important for a FLP. We use it in a sickle cell anemia, how the different genes are there. The chromosome walking is according to, you can get to know how there is a sequence of chromosome. The next one is a FISH, fluorescent in situ hybridization. In a FISH, first we will make the stage in a metaphase. In a metaphase we will do the arrest. It is with the drug colcimide, and according to arrest we can get how many chromosomes are there, what are the chromosome aneuploidy, triploidy, etc., etc. Even if there is a chromosome translocation, we can also get it. In a fish, there are color fish is also there, so that we can get it. The Down syndrome, 21 chromosome 3 pair, etc. There is a translocation between two. Example, if there is a translocation between the chromosome number 9 and 15, then according to color fish we can get it. Our remaining topics, they are the microarray, DNA footprinting, DNA fingerprinting, cytogenetic technique, G bending, C bending, R bending, ligase chain reaction, and other the NABSDA, the nucleic acid sequence base amplification. Today we will concentrate on the microarray, DNA footprinting, and DNA fingerprinting. Microarray is a laboratory tool used to detect the expression of the 1000 of gene at the same time. In a PCR, we will make a single copy to 2 raised to 40 copy. But here there are different genes, different 1000 of genes. They are going to be checked at a single time. The DNA microarray are the microscope slide that are printed with 1000 of tiny spots in a defined position, with each spot DNA sequence or a gene. Okay, this is a little bit complicated, but please see this video, then we will go ahead. This is regarding microarray. There are the tumor tissue and the normal tissue. inside the mRNA from tumor tissue, and it is converted into cDNA, normal tissue, and it is converted also in a cDNA, the green color. This is a microarray plate, has a number of wells. In each well there is a known nucleotide sequence probe is there, 20 to 25 base pair. The normal tissue and the diseased tissue. Now the probe will attach to the cDNA. No. Now this is the color with the fluorescence. If there is a red color, means higher expression of tumor genes. Normal tissue, if higher expression, then it is a green color. Equal amount than yellow color. If no hybridization, then no color. Only probes are there. We can get it how the prognosis is there, even if we can get it how the treatment is effective or not. Thus, please concentrate the DNA microarray are the microscopic slide that are printed with 1,000 or tiny spots. In a slide, there are number of, here in a black side, in a slide, there are the small wells, the number of wells are there. Okay. So, on a well, we will put the known DNA probes and the cDNA from a metastatic tissue and the cDNA from a normal tissue. Okay. The definition is a DNA microarray is a collection of microscopic DNA spots attached to a solid surface. Each DNA spot contains picomoles of the specific DNA sequence known as a probe. Okay. The Oglentin and his colleagues has identified. Okay. The principle of DNA microarray lies on the hybridization between the nucleotide. Using this technology, the presence of one genomic or cDNA sequence in 1 lakh or more sequence can be screened in a single hybridization. Means there are the 1 lakhs or more sequences of a single person. Okay, in a PCR we are going to 2 raised to 40 sequence of the same time, but here there are the different sequences at single time. The property of the complementary nucleic acid sequence is to specifically pair with each other by the forming hydrogen bond between the complementary nucleotide base pair. Now please concentrate on figure. The one side there is a normal cell, other are the cancer cell. From a normal cell we get the mRNA. From a cancer cell we can get also the mRNA. From mRNA we will make the cDNA. From cancer cell we will also make the cDNA. Normal cell DNA, cDNA contain the green fluorescent probe. The cancer cell contains cDNA as a red fluorescent probe. Now they are put in a well, and in a well, hybridized cDNA probe to oligosequence on a microarray. In a microarray well, we are going to DNA probes, known DNA probe, known DNA sequence of the 20 to 25 base pair, and they are going to attach with the either cancer cell or normal cell. If in a well, if there are the, according to color, if yellow is there, then presence of the both cell. If the green, then the presence of the normal cell, or there are more normal cell. If the red, then disease of or the cancer cell are there, or there are the more cancer cell are there. Okay. So when the first normal cell and cancer cell they are put in a well, we are going to add the DNA probe, and after that we will wash out, and then in a fluorescence light we will identify which color is there. Okay, if there is a gray color, then there is a no any cell, only the DNA probe is there. If there is a yellow color, then both cell are in equal amount, normal and cancer cell. If there is a red, means there are more cancer cell are there. If there is a green, then there is a normal cell are there. According to that, we can get how many red color well is there, and first time it is help in a diagnosis that the patient has the cancer tissue with the 30%, 70%, 80%. Okay, but when we are going to do the therapy, and if we want to know what is the importance of what is the progression, is the therapy is effective or not, then again when we are doing, then at that time the red spot will decrease and the green spot will increase. Then there is an effective therapy. Thus the microarray is help in a identification, equally in a prognosis. This is the same thing, the control sample and the experimental sample. For a control sample, there is a green one. From experimental or cancer tissue, there is a red one. And from that, on a microtiter plate, on a microarray plate, we will get the different color. Make it sure in a microarray plate, in a microarray well, we are putting the cDNA of a normal cell, cDNA of a cancer cell, and the known DNA sequence probe. Okay, these only three things are given in a well. Okay, this is a microarray chip, a sequencing flow cell. According to color, we can identify how the cancer tissue is there, what is the severity of patient is there, and if we are sequentially do with the treatment, then we can also know is there a good prognosis or bad prognosis. Okay. Type of microarray includes the DNA microarray, chips, protein microarray, peptide microarray, tissue microarray, cellular microarray, chemical compound microarray, antibody microarray, glycan, phenotype, reverse phase, and interferometry. These all are type, but for a person or for a medico, you just concentrate on the DNA microarray. And for a, when you will come in a PG exam after 5.5 years, at that time, these are going to be the known and very important topic. Even if today they are also asked the question from this topic. Okay. This is the application and uses. That are the types. The discovery of the drug, diagnostic and genetic engineering, proteomics, DNA sequencing, gene expression profiling, toxicological research, early diagnosis of the oral lesion. Advantage, provide the data of the 1,000 of a gene. Okay, at the same time, one experiment instead of many. In a one experiment, you can identify there are how many genes are there. Fast and easy to obtain the result. Huge step closer discovering the cure for disease and cancer, and different part of DNA can be used to study the gene expression. We cut the different mRNA, cDNA, so different part of DNA can be studied at a single time. Okay. Now the disadvantage, expensive to create. The production of too many results at a time require long time for analysis, which is quite complex in nature. The DNA chips don't have very shelf life, which proves to be another major disadvantage of the technology. The shelf life is low. There are too many results, so long time for analysis. These are the disadvantage. So these are the hurdles to make it handy. The DNA microarray are one of the most effective invention ever developed. This test allows for the comparison of thousands of genes at one time. The microarray technology uses chips with attached to the DNA sequences as a probe for gene expression. Okay, the microarray well, they have already DNA sequences probe. Any DNA in a sample means cDNA. That is complementary to a probe sequence, means cDNA is complementary to that probe. Okay, cDNA is made from mRNA and two cDNA are there. One is from a normal cell, one is from the cancer cell. Will become bound to the chip. The microarray chip can hold the sequence from every gene in the entire genome, and the expression of every gene can be studied simultaneously. Okay, so this is regarding the microarray, one of the most important topic. The next one is a DNA fingerprinting. Fingerprinting, you all know that the print from our finger, okay, but this is a DNA fingerprinting. Okay, this is kind that each person has a different DNA profile, and according to different DNA sequences, we can identify that this person is there. Okay, so DNA profiling or DNA fingerprinting is a process of determining individuals' DNA characteristics. Okay, even if in one person there is a specific variable number of tandem repeats, specific sequence are repeated, according to that we can identify how the persons. Okay, DNA fingerprinting is a chemical test that show the genetic makeup of a person or the other living things. A laboratory technique used to link between the biological evidence and suspect in a criminal investigation. This is one of the most important and most used in a criminal inquiries. The DNA sample taken from a crime scene is compared with the DNA sample of the suspect. If the DNA profile are a match, then the evidence come and consider. Okay, the DNA fingerprinting is a way to identify certain individual rather than simply identify species or particular trait. Okay, so the DNA fingerprinting, we know the DNA sequence from a crime scene. It is come in a next slide. A technique used to scientists to distinguish between the individual of the same species using only the sample of their DNA. Okay, from a biological sample, we can use the DNA fingerprinting. We can use either blood, hair, saliva, semen, body tissue cell, DNA sample. Okay, from the reproductive organ. Okay, the 4 steps of the DNA fingerprinting: extracting, cutting, separating of the DNA fragment, transferring, finally the radioactive probe and the result. Okay, first extraction is there from a DNA sample, either hair or a blood or etc. We can do the DNA extraction. Then restriction enzyme, restriction endonuclease will cut in a number of fragments. On electrophoresis, gel electrophoresis, we can get the long DNA fragment, short DNA fragment. We send it and transfer to the membrane, and incubation with a label probe, and finally there is a DNA fingerprint. Okay, this is identified and helpful in a court of law also. Now the other uses that help to diagnose the disorder in the prenatal and the newborn babies. Disorder may include our inborn errors, the cystic fibrosis, hemophilia, Huntington disease, all are the genetic disorder, familial Alzheimer's disease, sickle cell anemia, thalassemia. Now at the crime scene, how can it is helpful? In a forensic science, at the crime scene we can get there is either blood or hair or etc. Okay. From that person we can get the blood sample from a crime scene. Okay. Now whatever the suspect is, then whatever the victims, from the suspect and victim we will make the DNA sequences, and from the crime scene which is going to attach with the victim profile, then we just segregate that one, and what are the suspect profile that we will identify, and from that one we can identify who is a criminal. Okay. Solving the medical problem, this is helpful in a paternity suit, inheritance cases, immigrant cases. The DNA profile can be used to determine whether a particular person is a parent of a child. A child's paternity father and the maternity mother can be determined. Same things. Here first the child DNA has been made and the child DNA fingerprinting is there, and then the mother and the father. Mother DNA fingerprinting done, it is going to sequence with the child, and the remaining which is not identified with the mother, they are going to be identified with the father. Okay, that man is a particular person of that child. Okay, thus the DNA fingerprinting is helpful in a inborn error, there is a genetic disorder, prenatal and newborn babies, the crime, medical problems, paternity test. Other uses: identification of the carcass of the tissue, the detection of the somatic mutation or cancer, pathogen identification, detection of the loci, sex determination, individual identification. Okay, there are so many medical legal problems related to the hereditary, related to the wasiyat, and so that the DNA fingerprinting is helpful. Famous case, the 2002, the Elizabeth Hurley used DNA fingerprinting to prove that Steve Bing was the father of her child. Okay. This is a criminal case. The Colin Pickford was the first criminal caught based on a DNA fingerprinting evidence. He was arrested in 1986 for a crime and was sentenced in 1988. Now come to the DNA footprinting. DNA footprinting is a different method than the DNA fingerprinting. Here in a DNA footprint, we are doing investigation, but here investigation is based on the DNA binding protein in vitro. Okay? Sequence specificity, the technique can be used to study the protein DNA interaction. The DNA footprinting is a method of investigation of the sequence specific DNA binding protein in vitro. The technique: protein bind to the specific DNA and unravel the complexity of the transcription control. Here there are the green one. In a green one, the first one there is a light green, the second one is the same thing. In the first one, we identified first there is a double stranded DNA. In a DNA there is a particular sequence, there is a protein is attached. So next one, there are the two DNA sequences are there. From DNA sequence we will make the cut at different sites. Okay, but they are both equally cut in a same thing. First, in a first column there is a no protein attached. In the next column the protein is attached. Now the cut is made in a first line, first row, same side. Okay. In a second row there is a same side. So from that different cut are made, and from that we are going to electrophoresis and we will get the DNA sequences. In the next one there is a white portion in a between, midway. Okay. So that we are going to cut DNA, but when there is a mid portion is there, at that time the protein is attached. So there is no gel electrophoresis. Okay, so that white portion, the protein is attached. So we can identify the transcriptor factor of protein is attached to this part of a DNA, at this sequence of DNA. Okay, so this pattern is helpful at which place the protein is attached. Just like as a footprint, when we run, we will have a particular footprint. Same way the protein and transcriptional factor, they attach to the particular sequence at the DNA. But we do not know at which sequence. Then we can identify with this sequence that we get the protein is attached. Okay. This is the same thing, that the nuclease like the DNA is used and will degrade the DNA molecule at the different slide. Okay, and where the protein is attached, it is protected from the nucleases, and that portion is remaining open. Okay, so that that portion is open and it is a footprint of that protein, that the protein and the transcriptional factor is attached at this particular sequence where there is a no gel electrophoresis there. Okay, application, the DNA footprinting is often used to identify the binding site of the protein in DNA molecule. Researchers often use this technique to identify whether a particular protein can activate or inhibit the transcription. In addition, scientists also use this method to detect where the protein bind to the DNA in a living cell. Okay, application, the DNA footprinting can be used to determine the sequence at particular DNA, specific DNA binding site, DNA protein interaction, transcriptional regulation, where the transcriptional factor is going to be attached, to find out region in a gene where transcription factor binds that control elements like operator, promoters, and they initiate the transcription. We can identify not only protein, but we can identify transcriptional factor, operator, promoter. That field is blank on a DNA gel electrophoresis. Okay? Promoter enhances silencer sequence of a gene can be identified to identify the functional gene present in a large genome of human, to find out the HRE hormone response element, that is specific sequence where the hormone receptor complex bind. Okay, so this is all about DNA microarray, DNA footprinting and DNA fingerprinting. Okay, so please get at least the basic knowledge, the principle and how it is used. Okay, and it is important for a PG entrance examination also. These all are advanced molecular techniques, so please you should have at least basic knowledge of this technique. Thank you very much.